Hi friends, Aston Martin after a series of mysterious teasers presented their new creation DB12. This is a new round in the development of this series and it promises to be very interesting, and apparently this is the next Bond car. DB12 has everything that such a product needs. Grey style, exclusivity and assertiveness. I admit that in the image of the novelty it was not without trendy things. The now popular trend towards large radiator grilles was reflected in the DB12 grille. Here is truly a huge perceptibility such that the coupe now has all its competitors and does not even choke. But this is still not a car, but some kind of beast and a very stylish car, although it is perceived as a deep melted D11. Elongated optics with a new 3-element pattern looks great on the cheekbones of a stormy hood with ventilation holes. It is a grin signifying a difficult time for market participants. The stylish gills in the front fenders, which add an image of swiftness and lightness to the coupe, have not gone away. The silhouette of the car has remained true to tradition and offers classic proportions of the body with a long hood and a short trunk that does not attract much attention. The long front part with a large radiator grille creates the illusion that under the hood a huge V12 is working, or at least a V10, but this is not so. The friendship between the Briton and Mercedes did not go unnoticed and was reflected in the DB12 in the form of a 4-liter 8 with twin turbocharging. This is not good and bad. After all, this engine copes well with its duties. A German heart in a British body puts out 680 horsepower at 6,000 RPM and 800 newtons a minute. This is a significant increase in performance compared to the previous generation. All this power is sent to the rear ear and the coupe easily overcomes the first 100 in 3,600 seconds. This is certainly not the ultimate dream, but let's be honest, the DB12 is not the flagship of the line. This is the middle link, and the corresponding requirement for it with maximum speed is also everything in the novelty. About 325 km/h is more than enough to experience the work of the new 2-link suspension from the front and multi-link rear with a new advanced electronic differential. For the suspension, 4 modes of operation are available, so there is plenty to choose from. Thanks to an additional brace in the engine compartment and at the rear, the rigidity of the aluminum body increased by as much as 7% for better grip. A special set of rubber was developed for this handsome Michelin Pilot 5S, and the new 21-inch wheels are 8 kg lighter than the old 20-inch ears from DB11. The DB12 turned out to be a fat small one with an indicator of 1,788 kilograms. The engineers also failed to achieve the ideal weight distribution along the axis, and here it is 48% for the front OS and 52% for the rear OS, which is also very good considering that this is primarily a granduro oriented to long trips with comfort is hinted at by its 2-2 seating formula and, finally, a completely new interior. With the release of the DB12, the British have done away with the era of outdated saloons from the 90s. In the novelty there is not a single hint of a misunderstanding used in the table of beautiful cars. Now the DB12 has everything new, starting from the steering wheel and ending with 2-inch 10-inch displays neatly built into the panel. I would like to separately note the floating console with a carbon insert and a huge row of buttons on it, and a neat control lever for the ZF 8-speed automatic located in the rear of the car. All this is built like this to envelop the driver and create the illusion of a racing car. And it also looks very chic. The Germans clearly have something to learn from the British, and now, the cost of all this goodness in Britain for the new DB12 will be asked for $230,000. Although the car has not yet been put into production, this amount can be easily increased by ordering carbon ceramics with a new brake booster. That will allow we will save you as much as 27 kg. The car itself will be on sale in the third quarter of 2023, so we are waiting. BMW has unveiled a planned update to its Electric 7 lineup. From now on, for the company's customers who dream of a premier electric sedan, another modification is available, and its name is i7 and Drive 50. The novelty is equipped with one electric motor and offers rear-wheel drive. The power is also decent for one motor and is 455 forces and 650 Nm of torque, pretty good. The new modification exchanges the first 100 in 5.5 seconds and is capable of accelerating to a maximum speed of 205 km per hour. Since the single-engine model, its power reserve is also poor and amounts to a decent 600 km of track. True, this is according to a softer cycle in LTP. So in reality, everything can be worse. The cost of the novelty has not yet been disclosed, but it is known that the model will appear in the configurator in July 2023 and all the goodies and options typical for other modifications presented earlier will be available to it. Good luck to everyone and see you soon.